Welcome to my channel, guys. This is my first video, and for the very first video I want to explain to you guys the Bitcoin halving cycles and how you can profit from these. So every 4 years Bitcoin has a halving event, which is when the supply of Bitcoin is halved, meaning the miners who actually mine and get the Bitcoins, they receive half the amount they would usually receive, which means the supply is cut in half, which then usually means if demand is the same or increases, the price would usually surge. And you can see this from this image here. For example, the second halving in 2016, always after the halving, when the supply is cut in half, the price surges. For example, it went 3,120% up, and then in the third halving went up 620%, and now we are in the fourth halving. And usually Bitcoin follows these cycles. It would usually go up after the halving, then reach a new all-time high, then the bear market would start. And the best time to buy is always at the end of the bear market, guys. So at the end of this red box, at the beginning of the blue box is when you want to be buying for the next halving cycle. Let me show you this very interesting graph I found. First of all, let me show you the halving cycles again. So every 4 years, as you can see, the first one was in 2012. 2016 was the second one, 2020 the third one, and the current cycle is in 2024. And as you can see, well, the first one is a bit small, but as you should be able to see, always after the halving, the price pumps up. Now, I found this very interesting graph to help you guys understand when to take profits. And for example, let's look at the most recent one. Here's the halving in 2020, okay? You want to be taking profits about 40 weeks, here you go, 40 weeks after the halving. 40 weeks until 80 weeks after the halving is usually when price is at the all-time high and when you should be taking profits. Around 80 weeks after the halving event, the bear market starts, and then it usually lasts 13 months, guys, 13 to 14 months. So 135 weeks after the halving is when you should be entering in your positions and buying Bitcoin, preparing for the next halving event. So this was January of this year, January of 2023 actually, when the best time was to prepare and start buying for the current halving cycle. Now let's go back. It's always the same case, guys. For example, the first one, the halving was in 2012. I know the chart is a bit small, you can't really see it properly, but the best time to profit is 40 weeks after the halving until 80 weeks, then start dollar cost averaging 135 weeks after the halving. Same goes for the second halving. Take profits in the green area and start building your position here 135 weeks after the halving. Same goes for the third halving, guys, and this means we expect the same to happen for the current fourth halving, which means we expect a new all-time high around 40 weeks after the halving event, which will be in January of 2025. And the bear market might start around October, November 2025, at which point you should have sold the majority of your Bitcoin holdings. And then obviously start buying in the next cycle 135 weeks after, which might be around here January 2027. Alright guys, just follow this strategy and you should be making money in crypto.